want to welcome you to this country launch of the Human Development Report. Without much ado, we'll start the program.
This occasion is a very important occasion. We're here this morning to do the country level launch of the 2013 Human Development Report entitled The Rise of the South, Human Progress in Diverse World.
Particularly in the capacity building efforts of countries, and stems from the growing recognition that a number of developing countries have outstanding lessons to their peers in the developing world, as they have effectively adjusted to globalization, attracted increasing flows of South-South trade and investment, and consequently created numerous jobs, lifting millions of their citizens out of conditions of extreme poverty. It's therefore opportune to launch this report together with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, which has a lead role in promoting South-South in the context of Sierra Leone.
This report has been noted for very outstanding messages that are very relevant to developing countries, including Sierra Leone. One of these is the fact that the rise of the South is shaping global geopolitics. We are here talking about a situation where over 40 developing countries have made greater GHDR gains in recent decades than predicted. And the other message is that new opportunities for North-South collaboration and partnership to confront shared challenges. We now have an interconnected global system in which both northern states and southern states are very important players. And as such, there must be some effective collaboration to address common global challenges. And the reports project that by 2020, the combined output of China, India, Brazil will surpass the aggregate production of the US, Germany, UK, France, Italy, and Canada. This is very instructive. And because in the past, countries in the developing South were trailing far behind countries of the developing North, the developed North, in terms of strides in the Human Development Index. But now, this has changed dramatically. And finally, the rise of the South presents new opportunities for generating a greater supply of public goods. As the world is interconnected today, we need a comprehensive multilateral intervention of both the northern and southern states. I thank you for your attention.
At this point in time, I would now want to move on to another very important stage of this process, which is requiring us to hear a bit more from key stakeholders in this whole process of human development.
Year after year, the pattern has not changed significantly. Year after year, countries of the South find themselves largely at the bottom of the Human Development Index. But let me single out what appears to me a vehicle for a meaningful and lasting transformation of the South. That initiative, ladies and gentlemen, is the IPSA initiative. Established some 10 years ago, the IPSA Trust Fund constitutes a pioneer and unique initiative to enhance South-South cooperation for the benefit of nations of the South.
Regulations are not enacted, and yet agreements are entered into. Agreements are enacted on companies when communities that are affected are not involved. How do we move forward? Confronting environmental challenges, as I said earlier on, there is an invasion of the South, of the North. The North is invading the South for the minerals, for extractive resources, and in the process, our environment is being devastated. Our food insecurity is increasing. Recently, there was a global hunger index report that was launched, and Sierra Leone came alarming in their food insecurity behind Liberia. We need human capabilities built, and therefore education, without doubt, should be number one. No nation develops without proper education. Unfortunately, Sierra Leone has not prioritized education enough. Not enough, and I think I'm saying that not enough until now.
Since its launching in 1990, the Human Development Reports have provided a platform of authoritative reference data that has raised the world's consciousness of the gaps in human development among countries in the continent. The theme of the report, of the 2013 report, is interesting and encouraging, and provides an endorsement and recognition of the pace of transformation and development of many developing countries, as evidenced by the statistics provided. Ranking always invokes controversy and debate on their relevance, transparency, and fairness. The Human Development Index is no exception. Some of the indices have been adjusted over the years with more representative formulation to reflect the inequities in development across various nations.
2007 to now, most important to note is that the Human Development Index also has what they call a rate of acceleration of increase in the index. And that rate of acceleration, that is how fast you are moving up. So it is important to know that of all the countries in Africa, Sierra Leone is growing the fastest. Not in GDP, but in HDR. GDP, we're fastest in the world.
Today's event is of unique significance to Sierra Leone, as it comes at a time when our country, once ranked among the worst places for a child to be born and for a woman to give birth, is making a turnaround for the better. In view, therefore, of the significance of the report for the attainment of internationally agreed development goals, including the Millennium Development Goals, I would further like to entreat colleague ministers, parliamentarians, and all here present, as well as other key policymakers, media practitioners in Sierra Leone, to take a special interest in perusing this particular 216-page report. The most recent High Joint Commission for us in Sierra Leone is with the Republic of Côte d'Ivoire. We have signed this with a view to promote and coordinate cooperation on the diplomatic, economic, commercial, technical, social, and cultural fronts, with a view to expand and diversify the various sources of development financing open to African countries as a supplement to traditional aid relations. Here also, Sierra Leone will stand to benefit. I now, therefore, distinguished and gentlemen, launch the 2013 Global Human Development Report, and do wish for all of us a happy reading and successful adaptation. Thank you.